Luxota travel tech, unlock the power of collaboration.
Hello and welcome back to Luxota tutorial series. I'm Mohammed, and today we are diving into the buyer accounts, credit management, and some of the advanced accounting tools available on our platform. These tools are essential for tracking transactions, managing credit limits, and ensuring a smooth financial operations for your agency. In this session, we will go over managing buyer and seller accounts, using virtual credit, configuring payment gateways, setting advanced pricing strategies, and creating automated notifications to keep clients informed. Let's jump in. In Luxota platform, each user added in human resource management system automatically has a buyer account created in the accounting system. This feature helps you manage balances, payments, and credit limits, along with tracking every transaction made by a user. Now, in the buyer account section, you will notice three main columns: remaining balance, virtual credit, and credit limit. Let's break down what each of these means and when each is used. First, remaining balance. This shows the actual balance of real money the buyer has on the platform. Any purchases made with this balance will be immediately deducted from it. This balance is essential because it impacts a user's immediate purchasing power. Second, virtual credit. Virtual credit allows you to offer short-term credit facilities. It's a temporary balance that can enable a buyer to complete a transaction even if they are waiting to make a deposit. For example, if a buyer's remaining balance is low but they need to purchase immediately, you can provide a virtual credit. This keeps your services accessible without requiring immediate funds. And third, credit limit. The credit limit is the total purchasing power for each buyer, calculated as the sum of their remaining balance and any virtual credit. It's helpful for setting limits on large transactions or extending a little more flexibility when necessary. Having these three distinctions, remaining balance, virtual credit, and credit limit, lets you manage clients' accounts in a way that is both flexible and secure. To add funds to a buyer account, navigate to the chart section. This section allows you to manually record a transaction when a buyer deposits money into their account on the platform. The methods here include bank transfer, cash, check, and remittance. For example, let's say a buyer deposits 100,000 dirhams. I will select bank transfer as the payment method, enter the date of the transaction, the reference number, and the relevant bank details. We can also include information about the source currency and any exchange rates if the payment was made in a foreign currency. After saving, this deposit immediately appears in the account statement section, where we can review all of the buyer's transactions. This includes details like the payment date, reference number, and transaction type. Keeping these records organized ensures accurate tracking and transparency for all transactions on the platform. Here, we can see the deposit entry listed along with the current balance. This entry-based system is especially helpful for agencies with multiple transactions, as each entry keeps an accurate record of payments and outstanding balances. Next, let's look at virtual credit, which is useful when you want to extend temporary credit to a buyer without requiring immediate payments. Virtual credit provides short-term flexibility to keep things running smoothly. Let's say a buyer's remaining balance is 1,000 dirhams, but they need to purchase a service costing 1,200 dirhams. By providing a 200 dirham virtual credit, we extend their purchasing power to cover the transaction. Virtual credit can also be useful in scenarios like after-hours transactions, when immediate funds aren't available, or for trusted clients needing an urgent service. This flexibility enhances customer satisfaction and builds trust, while the credit limit ensures transactions stay manageable. The combined balance now reflects the new credit limit, allowing the buyer to complete their transaction, And remember, you can easily adjust or remove this credit at any time, keeping you in full control of your platform's credit management. Now let's talk about manual journal entry, a powerful tool that should be used with care. This feature allows finance managers to adjust account balances directly and is typically reserved for authorized staff. By using manual journal entry, finance managers can add or deduct amounts as needed, if a correction is needed due to a service adjustment. This is highly sensitive, so only roles like accountant manager should have access to this section. For example, let's say a service wasn't recorded in time. A finance manager could use manual journal entry to manually debit the buyer's account. These adjustments will then be visible in the account statement for full transparency. This is a powerful feature, but it should only be used when necessary and by a staff with the appropriate level of authority, as any change here directly impacts the financial records. Each buyer account has an account statement feature, which provides a detailed transaction history for tracking deposits, withdrawals, and purchases. Here, we can view each transaction by date, payment type, and reference number. Filters allow us to search by specific dates, transactions types, or amounts, which is useful if a buyer has a long transaction history. You can also download this statement in either PDF or Excel format, making it easy to share records with your clients for tax or tracking purposes. Each PDF includes your company's logo, the buyer's details, and a complete transaction summary. Now, let's talk about seller accounts, which track transactions with suppliers or agencies that provide services, such as airlines, tour operators, or other external providers. Seller accounts function similarly to buyer accounts, but note that there is no virtual credit option. This is because suppliers typically extend credit to you rather than the other way around. This structure ensures clear tracking of all financial interactions with your suppliers, keeping your transactions and partnership transparent and organized. Our platform also allows you to integrate multiple payment gateways, such as tap payments or other e-wallets, providing your clients with flexible payment options. To set up a new payment gateway, enter the details provided by your payment provider. This may include a secret key version and URL. Once configured, the gateway becomes live and the clients can choose their preferred method during checkout. This capability is valuable for international clients, as it allows you to add regional payment options and make transactions smoother. Additionally, you can add multiple gateways and selectively activate or deactivate them based on the client preferences or geographic locations. Next, let's explore the advanced pricing strategy, which allows you to configure custom pricing rules for different services like flights, hotels, and packages. Let us start by setting a 5% markup for guest users on flight bookings. I will select the relevant buyer group and input for markup percentage. We can also create exceptions for specific scenarios, like a reduced markup for flights, for example, from Dubai to Singapore during a campaign period. These configurations are highly flexible, allowing you to create tailored pricing strategies that maximize profitability while accommodating promotional campaigns or VIP pricing for special clients. For example, setting a base markup for supplier with flights. Suppose you have a flight supplier, you want to apply a 6% markup for all the guests purchasing these flights on your platform. First, go to the pricing setting under flights. Choose your supplier and set the buyer group as the guest. Now, define the markup rule, say 6% on the base fare. Once you save this, all flights from the airlines for guest users will include a 6% markup on the base fare. This rule can also apply to a flat amount like $10 instead of a percentage if preferred. To practice and get more familiar, you can use the demo version. Log into the demo website, set up pricing rules for different suppliers, and then create a test booking to see how the prices are calculated. This demo environment uses non-real data, allowing you to practice each step without affecting any actual data. To keep an eye on financial performance, Luxota provides a transaction overview and profit reports. In the transaction overview, we can see all the platform transactions, including details on each buyer and payment gateway. The profit report shows purchase amount, sales amount, and net profit, which helps you track revenue and identify your most profitable services. If your platform operates in multiple currencies, the currency exchange table is where you will manage current exchange rates. Simply enter the exchange rate and any transactions using these currencies will be adjusted automatically. For instance, if the dollar to dirham rate changes, you can update it here, and the new rate will be applied platform-wide. The last feature we will cover today is automated notifications. These notifications keep your clients informed about transactions, registrations, and updates to their accounts. In the automated notifications section, you can create templates for different scenarios, like new registrations, payment confirmations, and invoice reminders. Automated notifications add a professional touch to your clients' interactions and ensure that no important updates goes unnoticed. This enhances the overall client experience by providing timely and clear communications. To recap, today we covered managing buyer and seller accounts using virtual credit, configuring payment gateways, setting advanced pricing strategies, and creating automated notifications. These tools are the key to maintaining efficient and secure financial operations within Luxota. In the next session, we will go further into platform. Until then, feel free to reach out to our support team if you have any questions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.
Luxota Travel Tech, unlock the power of collaboration.